going on, everyone? Welcome to episode 44 of Littleroot Lessons. As always, I'm your host, Carter Noble, joined by our fantastic co-host, Carl Wilkin. What's up, man?
It's the end of the year. This is technically actually the last day of the year on recording. It's currently December 31st in the good old Cornfield Standard Time. And we thought we'd go over some of the highlights of this past year. Well, it hasn't even been a year for us yet, but there's so much to already go over and just talk about and touch on. You have to excuse the cat sitting over here in the corner. She thinks she owns the place.
She does. She pays the mortgage. So, figured we'd just, not really a whole lot going on right now between waiting for PC3 to start, basically. So, between that and waiting for Draft League, we're just like, well, there's not really anything going on, so...
Which, for people who are listening, on Monday, you have
12-ish hours?
Less than that. It'd be 9 or 10 hours to sign up, because they close at 5 p.m. on Monday.
Alright, well, you heard it here first, folks. If you're not signed up and you're interested in Draft League, you have approximately 9-ish hours.
Yeah, somewhere in there.
So, I know as of right now, I think you said we're at 52?
Yep, that means 13 people in 4 groups or 26 people in 2 groups. I'd rather do the 4 groups.
That's a lot.
I'd rather do the 4 groups. If I can get to 14 in each group, I think I'd be happy.
Yeah, no buys, don't have to worry about all that.
Yeah.
And I know there's quite a few people who have talked about it and haven't signed up yet, so final reminder, get signed up. You are very quickly running out of time.
Yeah.
So, because once that link goes down, it's done.
Yep.
So yeah, we're basically, we've done quite a bit this year.
We're reminiscing this episode.
Basically.
Going over old past teams from previous series and seasons and talking about experiences, which a lot of these are probably going to be laddering teams because once we started laddering, that's just where most of
that's when a lot of the teams actually started and everything else. So, why not just start with the first?
Yeah, the very first one. This kind of is what got the ball rolling here. Intimidate cycle from Slacking.
Yeah, this so for a majority of these, they probably, as of now, probably 2/3 of all the laddering videos I've done before you started. So when I first saw this, my first thought is, I'm doing it because I like Casey. This is interesting. It's unique. I'm not anticipating this being good. And holy cow, it was way better than I ever anticipated.
Yeah, it was fantastic. Joke's on you. So this, for those that may not remember, this is the very first one. This is the Intimidate Cycle team where we have Incineroar, Luxray, and I believe...
Yeah, it's Incineroar, Luxray, and then Meowstic is your other Intimidator.
Yeah, because with the skill swap. We also are pairing this with Lapras, Scizor, and Conkeldurr, which that's a Pokemon you don't see anymore, is Conkeldurr.
Yeah. Talking, a couple weeks back, we did our Whatever Happened To, and Conk is one that has fallen off a lot.
Urshifu's kind of just taken that spot as the premier fighting type.
Yep.
That's what it is.
That's literally all it is. So, primary goal is to basically dispose of every physical attacker your opponent has, while also being able to disrupt every special attacker they have between Eerie Impulse and Snarls and Light Screens, and eventually... when they get irritated, you just switch in a big threat and you win.
Yeah. Yep, that's for the most part how it worked.
So between Lapras, Conk, and Scizor, you have enough offensive pressure to be able to close out the game depending on what they have.
Yeah.
Yeah, this team was a ton of fun and way better than I ever anticipated on paper.
Yeah, I believe they carried this over into the next series, and they tried it again. I think they had... Because this was series... Was this 4?
Maybe? I think this might have been 4, and that's why we had Conk. No, this had to be 5 because we have Scizor.
Yeah, this has to be 5. This has to be early 5. Then... So yeah, this has to be early 5.
Yeah, because we have Scizor and Luxray, both of which are not in base game.
And nobody was using Urshifu yet, so yeah, this has to be early 5.
Yep.
Like really early.
Yeah, this team was great. It was episodes 1 through 3. We're just probably gonna link all that as well. Just here's the playlist. Go watch what you want. But definitely one of the first ones. I'm just like, all right, this is sweet.
The next one on our list here is a Penguin special, which we had a couple of these this year.
Penguin does some cool things. When he's not rage quitting.
Yeah, when he's not throwing his switch against the wall. We got some pretty cool themes going on. Notably, this is Weakness Policy Hattering.
Can I help you?
I guess not. Okay. Weakness Policy Hattering here with Salazzle, Cobalion, Riolu, G-Max Hattering, the Fish, Mr. Dracovish. We don't see this very much anymore. Like, if you do see it, it's Sandrush.
Mm-hmm.
And then another Pokemon we don't see anymore, Ferrothorn.
So this one was really, really cool because, you have the copycat trick room things with G-Max Hattering.
Yeah.
Which is cool. You also have Salazzle for beat-up shenanigans with Cobalion, which is also cool. And what's really great about this is Penguin was actually talking about it, I think this morning on Discord. This is the video where I forgot about Psychic Terrain, but my opponent also forgot about Psychic Terrain, so we just kind of both just looked at each other for a turn.
Yep, nothing happened.
But this was another super cool team. I believe after your Weakness Policy hat gets to 500 special attackers, something absolutely insane.
It's absurd. Yeah.
It's 440, just absolutely insane numbers. We also have coaching for Cobalion, coaching Dracovish. Obviously, you can do it on Ferrothorn as well, but Sledge Wave because we have double steel types on our Salazzle, which does work. We can hit our own because we have Corrosion.
Corrosion means you can poison them.
But you can't hit them still because they're actually immune?
Yeah, they don't take damage from it. Corrosion means you can poison steel types, like Toxic.
But that's it.
That's it.
Weird.
Yeah.
Huh.
Uh-huh.
Okay. But this was in the height of Togekiss's domination.
Yeah.
So trying to get to do either of your things could be problematic, which when neither of those things are good, you just have coaching Ferrothorn to get rid of Togekiss.
Yeah, you just have Ferrothorn down here, just I'm a Ironhead you.
Or Cobalion, either of those are just fine, and then you come in with Scarf Dracovish in the end of the game and clean up.
Yeah. This
is a very fun team. And honestly, I think you could pretty much port this over to Series 7 and it'd be good.
You
be
could
viable.
probably make a couple upgrades. Ferrothorn could probably be upgraded to Celesteela. Salazzle can probably be changed into either Nidoking or...
Does Nidoking get beat up? That's the big thing.
You want to do that, and you can probably just switch this into Dragapult.
Ooh, yeah.
That. If you're looking for a beat-up one, you can just swap it over to Dragapult.
Well, the big thing about Salazzle is it has Fake Out and Beat Up, which was, I believe, a unique combination.
There's slower Pokemon. It's just the fact that it's the fastest one with both.
Oh, gotcha. Is that still true?
I believe Scrafty has both. Has Fake Out and Beat Up.
Scrafty?
Yeah.
Yeah, Scrafty's slow, though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. No, the Salazzle is the fastest Fake Out plus Beat Up.
Yeah, I didn't know if anything new gets them.
Not that I'm aware of.
Let's sort by speed. Weavile. Weavile is actually the fastest. Alolan Persian. Kanga. We can play Mama Kanga.
I think I'd rather have Dragapult still. Just support Dragapult with screens.
Yeah, that's probably fine.
Beat up screens.
And just ignore Fake Out.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can see it. Especially since you can regularly set Psychic Terrain with Hattering. And that is something you want to be doing, so then your expanding forces are just bananas.
Mm-hmm.
This might actually be something that I convinced Penguin to reassess in the current format. I think he was talking about wanting to play Stack Attack and DD Hatterene. I'm just like, why not Riolu?
Why not Riolu?
This might have also been like the beginning of the era of All My Friends Are Dead.
Yeah, this is definitely an All My Friends Are Dead team. Riolu, Salazzle both have that issue a lot.
Yeah. Once their ally goes down, it's just like, we don't do much.
Yep. Going from Series 5 into the realm of Series 6 here.
Yeah, this was a no.
This is just before Series 6, just before the bans. Because this is when PZ started to get popular.
No, because this is then the weakness policy hat was also Series 6 because
No. This is still we're still Series 5. We're getting ready to swap over into Series 6. This is the very end of Series 5.
Not according to the episodes. Because Clef was 10 and Hatterene was 31.
Then I guess this is the end of this is 100% the end of Series 5. Series 5.
This is during Series 5. The hat team might be 6 then.
Yeah, this is the very end of Series 5. Because this is Rillaboom Gyarados.
Yeah. So this was Jay Bucci's PZ Clef team that he sent in. Believe this is the first time I played like any iteration of PZ, and I'm just like, all right, I can get down with Cyberduck.
Yeah, you fell in love with it.
God, I love Cyberduck, man. It was so good. And then like not only did you have Cyberduck, but you also had Moxie, Lumberry, Gyarados, which could just run over everything. This is right when Rillaboom was super popular as well, so you could just Grassy Glide, punch everything. Mm-hmm. That's really when people started realizing, hey, Rillaboom's good.
Yeah.
Scizor hits like an absolute truck on this team, and then Chandelure is, Imprison Trick Room's good, and then like is also very offensive.
Yeah.
And it helps cover your double fire weakness between Rillaboom, Scizor, being able to take all your fire hits with Flash Fire. Yeah, this team was insane.
Yeah, this was the beginning of a very dominated Series 6 format with PZ. You had to have an answer to PZ in Series 6, otherwise you just lose to it all the time.
Yep. I thoroughly enjoyed this, and that's why when PC2 came around, I was like, oh, I'm playing PZ. This is really good.
Yeah. You pulled up the thing here. Let me see that list again. Because I think we skipped one. We skipped Weakness Policy Tentacruel.
How could you forget about Weakness Policy Tentacruel?
I don't know. I freaking shiny hunted for all that stuff for hours. Because nobody had it.
No one had any part of it. So, no one... I forget who sent this team in, but you put it together because they hadn't put it together. Mm-hmm. This is the first Series 6 team we played, if I remember correctly. And it was bananas. To put it very simply, this team was great.
Series 5 was the Electrified Bolton team.
Oh, okay, so this was...
Series 6 started with Gengar Bisharp for us.
Oh, and Dracozolt. Yeah, Dracozolt ran over people, too.
Yeah, Dracozolt was another one that just ran over everything.
So, yeah, the PZ Clef team would have been Series 5 then.
Yeah.
Very, very end of Season 5, or Series 5. So this was Weakness Policy Tentacruel, pairing it with Arena Trap Dugtrio Bulldoze, because you have Clear Body, you can't lower your own stats.
Which we see this all the time now with Metagross.
Yep. And at the time, this was, I believe, this is another slacking creation. And he when he created this, he's like, I'm really excited to do this with Metagross too. And just like, bulldoze Metagross, bang. And it's going to be great. Little did we know that was going to be one of the best things you could do.
Yeah. So the idea here is Tentacruel is most of the time your Dynamax target. You also have Beat Up on your Dugtrio for Cobalion.
When they don't have redirection, that's also just good.
Yeah, when you don't see Togekiss or any of the redirectors, it's probably one of the better things you could be doing. And then we rounded out the team with Hydreigon with Choice Scarf.
One that I really didn't appreciate until Monotype League.
Yeah.
Hydreigon was easily my carry for that season.
And then Alola Marowak with Lightning Rod, Thick Club, and Regenerator Black Sludge, Amoonguss. This was the start of Amoonguss being a nightmare for people as well.
Plus, Lightning Rod lets Tentacruel be immune to electric types.
Yep.
Yeah, there's a lot of synergy going on here, and again, a lot of unorthodox mons that coincidentally all work together, and people don't know what they're doing, and so they misplay against it.
Yeah.
This
is also a very good example of who's the lead type of thing. You could lead Dugtrio Cobalion, you could lead Tentacruel Dugtrio, you could lead Amoonguss, Hydreigon, and just do Choice Scarf Hydreigon things. Like, there's a million leads here,
just
and your opponent won't know what to do.
Swarm to death and beat up the other one, and then they're in a position where they can't do anything. Yeah, you beat up the threat that's a threat to Hydreigon, and then put the other one to sleep, and then suddenly their turn did nothing.
Yep.
Yeah. That was, let's see, that was episode 19. 31 was the weakness policy hat. So next one I got on my list is actually a pretty big jump. We go from 33 to 49.
Well, that's because the ones I have added.
Oh yeah, because you started playing. So episode 40 was the start of Series 7.
Yeah, this is the Rain team.
Yeah, this is your abomination.
This is the really scary Rain team that took off on YouTube.
Yeah.
Like Cybertron also played against it. Someone took my rental code and played it. And the only reason I know is because they had the Dive Bar Regieleki that I borrowed. That's the only reason I know that. I was like, this has to be my team. And
like, if it's not, I'd be very surprised.
I'd be very surprised because everybody else, it's the same exact 6 plus the Regieleki's choice specs. So Metagross was like the highlight here. Is like getting Metagross was the reason I wanted to play the Rain team with Politoed, because Politoed gets Bulldoze.
I actually didn't know that.
Yeah. This was a little known thing. Is like Politoed gets Bulldoze, and Politoed being able to proc your Metagross's weakness policy was really, really big. This is also the innovation of I don't die to Spectrier or Heatran.
Mm-hmm.
This is when we started trying to figure that out, because now I definitely don't die to Heatran anymore. Like, I figured that math out all the time.
Figured it out real early, and then it never was a problem.
Never had to change it. Yep.
Especially when you're pairing it next to Politoed, like you just live every max flare coming from them because it's half damage anyway. So if you get the switch in correctly, or you're already in, well, there's another turn of their Dynamax you get to burn. So
I was also fast on the Galarian Zapdos Choice Scarf Force. I just didn't do it with coaching.
To be fair, this is when we thought that Zapdos and Articuno were going to be absolutely insane, and Moltres was garbage. And little did we know, we were never more wrong in our lives.
It's actually turning the other way now. You're seeing more Galarian Zapdos than you are Moltres anymore. Yeah. It's starting to flip the other way.
It's starting to again.
So,
but again, Articuno's nowhere to be seen.
Yeah, poor Articuno.
Man, I was really high on it too. I'm like, man, this is gonna be great. I'm gonna pair this next to so many things, and then like we actually started playing with it. Like, man, this is kind of like
it just does
garbage.
Yeah,
this just doesn't accomplish anything.
But yeah, this team was a blast. Having it want to be one of the better like videos on YouTube for us to do. This thing is like, I think this ended up getting probably around 400 views like overall the whole week. Oh yeah, no, this was a chunk of it.
Yeah, I never realized it got that high.
Yeah, this was the first episode was like 300 something, and then the other two was like 60 and 40.
Regardless, it's absolutely insane.
Yeah, which we got on the horse early. We got early season Series 7 stuff, and it just took off, and it did really, really well. Which I iterated on this again for another. I was going to do it for another video, but I just had other things come up. Plus one, Nars Rain team had just come out, so my Rain team was like obsolete. The next one, I believe, the Swedes Ice Horsey team that I played. This team is a team. So the idea here is Moltres, Comfey, weakness policy, Draining Kiss, priority procking the weakness policy, so you just blow people up with max darks and max airs. Little did you know, Comfey also has Trick Room, which sets up for Glastrier. the secret tech here is he likes his bug Pokemon, like all of his bug Pokemon.
Never would have guessed.
Pheromosa with Speed Swap in coaching and close combat and protect makes Glastrier super duper 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 fast.
Makes it a huge threat.
Oh yeah, no, it's like take Glastier's tremendous downfall of having 35 base speed or something like that.
30 or 35. I know it's real low.
And then giving it Pheromosa's 150.
Dude, I actually want to do the math of what those base stats turn into instead.
Glastrier ends up with stats of almost 750 probably. Pretty close to it. But the idea here was you have Glastrier and Pheromosa, or Glastrier and Comfey, or Moltres and Comfey. This is another example of dynamic leads. You can change it up, and your opponent has to hopefully line up for the right one, and if they don't line up, then they probably lose the game. The team was running out by a Shukaberry Heatran and a G-Max Rillaboom with Miracle Seed, which is suboptimal. Gonna take extra fling damage.
It's base 671.
That's a lot. That's a lot.
Just who needs stats when we have literally all of them?
Yeah. This team was a lot of fun. This is probably the highlight of the Moltres Comfey
era
Glastrier trio that I saw all the time. This was probably my favorite of the teams that I played that week.
Yeah, because you played 3 different versions of him. I believe the other 2 were Garachu versions, right?
Yep, the other 2 were Garachu versions. Their movesets differed slightly, but this was probably my highlight. And the other 2 are the Garachu teams that people were testing for Pokepod Cup, which leads us into
my Pokepod Cup team.
Yeah.
So, as I've kind of talked about for the last 2 months, Entei Coco is really awesome. I love it. It's a fantastic lead that people don't know what to do against. And something that you and I have kind of come to the conclusion of, this is a really fantastic best of 3 team compared to a best of 1 team.
Yeah, it's not a good laddering team. It's a good, I'm going to take this to an event best of 3 style thing.
Because specifically best of 1, if you lead wrong, you're dead.
Yeah.
Whereas in best of 3, you can adapt, you can change what you want and make it where you can get to a position where you want to do what you want. Mm-hmm. So being able to have Entei Coco as a lead makes it where you can eventually get the game state to where you want it, to where you can eventually turn the corner and close out the game. Which is really what this team is all about. Just slowing the game down, making it where eventually you get in Moltres or Milotic or Metagross and clean up from there.
Yeah. Notably, this is another Comfey Moltres team as well.
Yep.
This was your other lead you can do is Moltres Comfey if Tapu Koko Entei wasn't going to be able to do enough to slow the game down. This is where we started getting back high on Milotic as well.
Mm-hmm.
We've been playing with Milotic now for
quite a while.
Again. After not seeing it at all through Series 5 because Rillaboom's a nightmare.
Yeah, 5 and 6 it really fell off, and then 7 I'm just well, this is one of the better competitive threats because it can hit with the ice coverage. It can take out Landorus and Garchomp and all these other threats at +2, which otherwise are major threats to the rest of the team.
Yeah.
Being able to have 3 weaknesses to ground here makes it really hard to be able to beat a Metagross. Having an extra steel typing makes it really hard to beat those kind of things. Can I help you? I am trying to talk here. Yeah, that's fair. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt you.
Interrupting cat says what?
So, yeah, I did end up going 5-0 in the Pokepod Cup team with this. The Pokepod Cup with this team. It was absolutely insane. I absolutely loved playing it. Ended up losing a pseudo mirror in round 1 Top Cut to Angelo. And yeah, I mean, what can I say more than this team's great, and that's why I've been trying to iterate it on for the last 2 months.
Yeah. I have found a very fun lead that's very similar to Coco Entei using a different legendary beast. Raikou Incineroar is very reminiscent of this.
Yeah, you sent it to me. I'm like, yeah, it's just the same thing.
It's very reminiscent, and we don't get blown out by Landorus anymore.
Yeah, having the access to intimidate from Incineroar really does help that out a ton.
Like, yeah, I don't have to run the electric sea to try and survive.
The other big thing is like you are not only are they both like you can apply pressure with the Incineroar if you need to, but you're basically doing everything that's super similar between this. You have Burning Jealousy for burns instead of Will-O-Wisp and Sacred Fire. You have screens on your Raikou. I ended up this pace tier has extreme speed. I ended up playing Sacred Snarl instead, and it's been the same set I've played with since.
Yeah.
But you have Snarl.
I get double
Raikou.
Snarl.
Yeah. What's really good about that, the Raikou version, is your screen setter is immune to fake out.
Yep.
As opposed to Entei, which can be relevant, but I think majority of the time I would rather try to get screens up first.
Yeah.
So that my partner can live hits. Whereas if they fake out the Coco, well, you're not in a good position immediately. Mm-hmm. So they're very similar leads, but they accomplish very similar end goals, but their ideas behind them are different.
Yeah, it's essentially just like we just swap typings.
Yeah. They're both support mons at their core.
At the core, they're both support. Like, I got to do volt switch things with Raikou, so Raikou isn't locked in all the time. So if I need to get Raikou out, I can get Raikou out. Whereas Entei, you have to kind of hard switch him out if you want to save him. And then he loses the defense boost, and then he's kind of weaker after that.
But yeah,
which is weird because I also paired it with Milotic.
Yeah.
I threw Milotic on there and was like, oh yeah, this is actually just like, I have a big ground weakness. Milotic's a good answer to ground weaknesses.
What was super great about this team, between Incineroar and Landorus and all these other Intimidators running around, you literally do not care about a single one of them.
Yeah. Yep.
Between Clear Body on Metagross, Milotic having competitive, improving off of it, Entei having inner focus, and then Coco, Moltres, and Comfey all being special attackers, you literally don't care about them.
Yep.
One of my favorite plays I made in that was my opponent Dynamax the Tyranitar went for Max Darkness. So I figured they were going to make the same play the following turn. So I switched my Milotic in to get the +2 to then be able to take out the Tyranitar the following turn. Easily like the one play this year that I just like, man, I am so smart.
Big brain.
The biggest brain possible. It's the one play that this year I'm just like, yep, I remember that one.
Yep. Yeah, I like the slowing the game down style plan, which we're kind of starting to get away from that now.
Mm-hmm. Now I'm getting back to my roots of I want to go fast. I want to beat things up.
Yeah, I'm starting to gravitate that because that's what Series 7 actually is. It's not really like you can try to slow the game down, but you can't have an answer for everything. So it's better just to be proactive than try to be reactive.
Yep.
Which we're working on PC3 teams, which I don't know if we're going to talk about that today at all. But
dude, I am so far off from being it.
I was working on one.
I don't know
earlier.
Ro has sent me a team that I've been really impressed with in watching him play. But I really don't know if I want to lock it in. But it's also, 3 weeks out now, and I need to start locking stuff in so I can get stuff
2
bred.
weeks out now.
Oh, yeah. So, need to get stuff locked in so I can get stuff bred and finalized.
Get stuff worked on, yeah.
Especially since I do like my shinies, and that team has some not-so-easy shinies to get.
Yeah, good luck with that.
Yeah, I'll probably be fine.
We can start doing raids again and do a million Nihilego raids.
Probably going to just end up, if I do play it, just not worrying about it and just getting the team built. That's goal number one. And then from there we
Yellow Nihilego.
Dude, so trust me, I love it. It's so good. But I just don't know if I have time to do 100+ raids to get one. Can I help you?
Yeah. You're not giving her any attention. There you go.
You're good for another 30 minutes.
Last team we were wanting to talk about here, and this was the start of our stint with Jeff doing VGC stuff with him. This is the Duck. So
Jeff sent me, for those who don't know, it was about a month. It was about a month that I It was right after the Pokemon Cup. Jeff Hoagland reached out to me about wanting to come on to teach him VGC. So this was the initial team I built for him with Politoed, Scizor, Rillaboom. Originally, Grimmsnarl was a Alolan Persian and Zapdos, and then to abuse Swift Swim, we have Golduck.
Yeah.
This team was fun. It was great. And when it works, it's insane. Jeff went like 13-1 or something.
Something insane.
And the only loss we had was the one game I told him to bring Persian.
Yeah.
So immediately he's like, nope, this is garbage, get it off the team. To be fair, I also didn't really enjoy Persian. It was the one slot that I really do feel like this team needs to lock in something, and I just don't know what it is. The other 5 felt really good.
That's always the issue with rain teams, though, is like you have a really strong 5, and there's always just this random Pokemon off in the corner that you have no idea what you're going to do. And I filled it with Urshifu.
Urshifu could be right.
Like, Urshifu was my answer to Glastrier, which I didn't have a good answer for. Urshifu ended up being a really good answer to opposing Metagrosses, which I don't have a good answer for. I also put Weather Ball in my Zapdos, so I had Stab Water. So I had Water.
That's hot.
For Max Geyser.
Yeah, I never thought about that. That's smart.
Also gave me Max Rock Ball if I wanted to do stuff like that.
In the event you got into that situation.
Yeah.
You could. Yeah. I don't hate it.
Yeah, this was the start of the fun getting to watch everybody play like once a week. That was fun. I enjoyed that a lot.
The duck was great.
The duck was fun. The duck is now like the meme when we go to Dynamax Adventures. We always take the duck.
Anytime we can take the duck, Lord Pancake,
or Big Egg.
We
try to.
To be fair, we also had Munchlax the other night. And man, Munchlax carried hard.
Oh, let's talk about that. I finally have Dynamax raids unlocked.
Yeah, we finally have Endless Adventures unlocked, and man, is it great.
Oh, we went on a run.
Mm-hmm.
We got the sixth legend and died.
No, Yeah, you're right. We got
Palkia.
2 Palkia, which was our 6th one.
Got it down to this much.
We needed 1 turn.
Yep.
And instead it knocked out 3 of us in 1 turn.
Got hit by a surf, wiped us, cleaned off the plate.
Which, had it been literally any other water Pokemon, we were fine.
Yep.
But just leading up to it, we're just like, if this is Palkia, we're probably dead.
Yeah, Palkia being a water dragon means grass is not super effective. Electric isn't super effective. So,
and I know I had Abomasnow.
Yep.
I can't remember what else we had.
I can't remember.
But we're just like, well, we need Abomasnow to carry us, I guess.
Yeah, that was the closest thing we could get. It was Abomasnow carrying us. We needed a fairy or a dragon type.
And just never saw him.
Just never got him. Yep. Which I think the game does that on purpose.
Dude, it does feel way harder than normal Dynamax raids.
Like they line them up to where the types don't line up on purpose.
But having 4 of us be able to do it, it was like an hour and a half or whatever we did it, and we walked away with
170.
Yeah, almost 120 ore. Like, well, this is insane. I can get down with this.
Like if you get 2 of those, that's an ability patch.
Dude, that's almost 1 by itself.
Yeah. Like if you get, I'm pretty sure if you can get the 7 or 8, that's an ability patch by itself.
I'd be very surprised if beating the 6th doesn't get you there.
Question
like getting to the 7th, I'd be very surprised if it doesn't.
How far have you guys gotten on Endless Adventures? Because I'd like to know. I'd like to know records.
Yep, 6 is ours.
6 is our current record. We're gonna try and probably go for more.
We might do that tonight.
Maybe, depending on what time you get back and who all's up and around.
And who else is interested in all that jazz.
Yep. I was doing Stag Attacker raids last night with Jiggly, and that was fun. I got a shiny Oranguru.
Yeah, I saw that. About time you got a shiny man.
Right? That's like 3 in 200 attempts.
To be fair, that is a good shiny too.
Yeah, it's unfortunate that it's like best speed and no good HP. I'm just like, yeah, I'll do something with it, but it could probably just sit in the box and be fine.
I need to grind more ore so I can get my speed boost blaze again.
I need to get...
I need to figure out what I'm doing for PC3 before I go and spend all my patches.
That's what I'm doing too. Is like I need to get either one for Zapdos and give it Static, or I need to get one for Thundurus and give it Defiant.
Because probably going to end up playing some Cinderace shenanigans, and so just to have one like in reserve, just to have a patch if I need it for when I get my shiny, that would be ideal. But I'm probably just gonna set the dongle and let it run while I'm at work and come home to a shiny score bunny or 2 or 6
or 12
or a box.
A box would be nice.
Just over one entire box.
Just like everyone, bam,
weird,
right in a row.
What else has been like highlights of the year overall? I mean, we've talked about us for a while now, but
like just for Littleroot Lessons in general, the Pokepod Cup was a big one.
Pokepod Cup was what really felt like the start of our growth. Like everything up to that point was good, but that really did feel like it was one of the big points to eventually lead to where we are now. Yeah. And granted, that was only a couple months ago, so who knows where that's actually going to end up. Like I've told multiple people, it's getting that initial growth is the hardest part, it feels like.
Oh yeah,
and then from there it's just exponential.
Like so, once you get started, it's like once you get everything in, they tell their friends, and then their friends tell their friends, and then their friends tell their friends. I had my father-in-law and mother-in-law get some 15-year-old interested in it the other day. Just out of nowhere, it was like, oh, okay. My wife mentioned it to some streamer she was watching playing Among Us. They said they were interested in Pokemon Sword and Shield, and she mentioned it. It's like, oh, well, damn.
Yeah, I have all kinds of people who are just like, I really want to get into Pokemon. I'm like, how convenient! I know a guy.
Like, let me help you.
Yeah. And it's just been this last 9 months has just been insane.
Yeah, that's the fun part. It hasn't been a year yet.
It has been absolutely insane, and obviously, the world has gone down the toilet bowl in the last year. But man, if we can get back to some sense of normalcy, while also being able to maintain what we've done in the last year, because this is what we've done without being able to talk about live events.
Oh, yeah.
This is what we've done just on, hey, this was this little tournament that we found a report for.
Yeah. Here's the little event that we did. Like, our first episode was about Collinsville, and it's the best episode, period. It's cresting 270, 300 plays by now.
What's even crazier is just like, we used to just, okay, what did Rose Tower do this week? Because that was the events. That's what we had, and anymore it's just like, well, the last couple of weeks especially has just been, hey, what are we talking about this week? I don't know. We'll figure it out when we get there.
Yeah, we'll figure it out when we get there. We'll come up with something. Usually that's when we started talking about our own Rumbles, because Victory Rose stopped doing decent sized events. Melt Silver died off. Like, all those other small events that we wanted to look at just stopped being a thing.
To be 100% honest, I just had never put 2 and 2 together that that's what happened.
That's part of it. It's just like, I have nothing to talk about. Okay, well, we can just start talking about the Rumbles.
Yep.
We start talking about Pokepod Cups.
Talk about our stuff.
Yeah. That's the great part, is like, once we start getting our own tournaments and stuff going on all the time, like the Rumbles.
Speaking of which, there's a Rumble this weekend.
Yeah, which it's Players Cup 3 practice.
Yep, it's best of 1 ladder.
I think we're doing one, this will go up Monday, which it'll be over by then, but I think we're doing another one this following weekend.
Yeah, I believe. So we're doing one on the 2nd, 1st or 2nd?
Whichever day it is. I think it's the first.
I actually don't know.
I don't remember. They had a poll for it, which it'd be the 1st or the 2nd. It's best of 1 ladder style PC3 practice. We're doing another one of those the weekend following this episode, which will be, what's that today? That would be Monday would be the 4th, so that would be
it is
9th, 10th, and 11th, somewhere in there.
It is the 3rd at 1600 UTC. So that's 4 o'clock UTC, which is
10 o'clock our time on Sunday, I want to say. 10 o'clock?
10 a.m. 10 a.m. on the 3rd. So
I can do it. I'm getting used to this. I'm getting used to it now. I can't plan it. I'll be at work.
Yeah, I'll be at work.
But I don't even have a team ready for it anyway, so it doesn't matter. That's our problem, is we don't have teams locked in yet.
Yeah, I have 5 or 6 boxes just on my cartridge of like battle ready mons, and just haven't ever just slapped 6 of them on, slap some items.
I don't even do anything on cart anymore. I just go to Showdown and just plug and play.
Yeah. Well, eventually you're gonna have to get something built again. You got a couple weeks.
Once I have something on Showdown, I'll usually pretty quick about turning around, building it on cart, and getting it done.
Oh, especially since I have the dongles. It's like I have literally 1,000 of everything.
These things are great.
I have every item. I have 1,000 of all my medicines. I can EV super easy. The one thing I am missing is just like the individual, like single IV items, all the feathers and stuff. I don't have those. So
I like to gather those in general.
Any weird number, I have to go EV train by hand, but ain't no big deal.
You can get a bunch of those feathers in the Hello Armor Islands.
I actually did not know that.
Every time you go and date reset and soft reset, leave Isle of Armor and come back, we'll spawn again around all the islands. Same thing's true for the mints on Crown Tundra.
Didn't know that either. I also have infinite BP, so I'm literally not worried about that.
Well, I had people asking for mints earlier today on Thursday, and I was just like, mints spawn in the overworld on Crown Tundra. There's like 12. There's like 12 of them in the overworld that spawn every time. Now, granted, you're going to have to probably cycle through it a couple times to get to what you want. It took me forever. I was hunting for a timid mint for an hour.
I was going to say, there is 20 natures. Well, there's 25 natures, but 5 of those are neutral, which they don't have neutral stat. The only neutral stat mint they have is Sirius.
Yeah.
So that's 21 mints?
21 mints. So you get about half.
Just over half. That ain't terrible. So at best possible odds, you could do it once. Most likely, you're gonna have to do it 2+ times.
Yeah. Yeah, that's kind of what I like. Someone was asking about mints. Is like, yeah, they spawn in the overworld on Crown Tundra, up around the trees and bushes. Go check those out all the time. The one thing I started doing all the time is I check my special shop at Crown Tundra every day now. Special shop. There's a hiker up near the top when it goes to the top of the mountain of Calyrex. Uh-huh. He's got he's the Watt trader there for the Crown Tundra. Have you not seen him?
No.
So he's got a bunch of TRs and everything all the time. He's got like 15 TRs and like 3 different balls and wishing pieces. Well, he has a special shop that he has a one-time purchase for an item of whatever nonsense. He sells sweets for alchemy. He sells apricorn bundles. He sells bottle caps. He sells EXP candies, max mushrooms, all these uncommon rare finds. He sells them all. So I always go and check that every day now.
Do mushrooms respawn the same way as feathers and stuff?
Mushrooms are after raids.
After every raid. Okay, cool. That's also good to know. I haven't had to make soup for anything in quite a while because most of my G-Maxes I have shiny variants of that are playable. Mm-hmm. Like I have my Lapras, I have Rillaboom. Those are about the only 2 I actually play. I have my Charizard.
Yeah. I now have my shiny Charizard. I'm very happy.
Speaking of which, fantasy football players, your season's done. I actually haven't even looked. I think when this goes live on Monday, the season will be over. Yeah, this is week 17. So, to everyone in the fantasy football league, get a hold of me so I can get your shinies so I can distribute them to the winner.
Whoever that might be.
I can actually look to see what the score's at. I lost the row. I lost the row in playoffs. After a real close game week 1, I ended up losing.
Womp womp.
Let's see. We want scoreboard. Row is currently up by 6 points. He is projected to win by almost 40.
Who's he got?
Oh, Jared Allen. His team's actually really sweet. Jared Allen, Austin Eckler, DeAndre Swift. It seems good. When him and I played in the regular season, we were both like 7-2.
I'd be worried about starting Josh Allen though. He may only play a couple snaps because they've already got their playoff spot locked
up. They're locked. That's like any of the Chiefs. That's one of the big reasons I don't like playing 17-week leagues. I would rather do 16-week leagues and not worry about sitting players week 17.
Yep.
Which, in this league, had we not gone to week 17, I wouldn't have made playoffs. So I'm kind of okay with it. This is the one time I'm just like, all right, well, We're also doing fantasy basketball, and I literally have no idea what I'm doing. Evidently, I dropped one of the better players in the league, and I didn't even know who he was.
I drafted really, really well for Atomic Penguin. Don't tell anybody else. I actually kind of knew what I was doing.
See, Carl, here's the thing. They can hear you.
I know. It's just a joke. I'm a big basketball fanatic. I like watching the games, even though we don't have our own team here in Missouri.
Speaking of games, there's games on right now.
Basketball?
Yeah.
Neat. Yeah, they got all the New Year's Eve games going starting today, and there'll be a bunch of games tomorrow. And
yeah, it looks like Bulls and Wizards literally just started.
Sweet.
Cavs and Pacers are in the fourth. There, 3 minutes left in the game. Mm-hmm. Pacers are up by 20. For those who are worried about sports, because this is clearly now a sports podcast.
It's just relevant end of the year things we need to wrap up.
Yeah, just stuff that's we're talking about. So here we are.
It's on our Discord. So, what else was a highlight this year besides the Pokepod Cup and all those teams? Laddering was a good idea. We need to come up with another content filler.
Yeah, I think I've said it a couple different times, but the Let's Play is getting close to being done, in my opinion. Probably just going to do round 1 and call it a day, which, we're getting really close. We're almost to Master Ball on one of the cups, and then we have we have to do Pokey through Master Ball on another cup, and then we have one cup left after that, which is it shouldn't have tiers, I don't think.
It'll be just in time for the new Pokemon Snap game to come out, and I can play that.
Yep.
You have no idea how excited I am.
Is that what we're doing? Are we making content from it?
If you get to the point where it's going to come out by the time the new game comes out, the new Snap comes out, I will probably play it for the YouTube channel.
Good. Are we going to play the Pokemon MOBA?
I don't know about that one. I ain't got the reaction times for MOBAs anymore.
No, man, it's a Switch game. As a person who's been playing a bunch of Smite the last couple days, it's simple. You'll figure it out.
The other big one is if you finish up before Snap comes out, I'll probably drag the 64 in here and play the original Snap.
Okay.
Play through that. I don't know.
Sure.
I'd have to hook all that up though. That sounds like a nightmare. No,
it's really not, man. As a person who does it on a weekly basis, it's super simple.
No, as my setup is right now.
We just moved Tiff's desk into the office. It had been in storage forever, it feels like. And we finally rearranged the office so we could get it in there. So yesterday, I had to move my desk over about 2 foot. And then, in the process, basically, because everything on my desk is connected to my tower, which is on the floor, pull everything off my tower, move everything over, and then plug everything back in. So last night, I go to use my computer, turn it on. I have no internet. My second monitor doesn't work. Okay. Start messing with all the plugs. Make sure the router's on. Make sure the modem's on. Still no internet. Okay, let's fight with the monitor. Find the cord, make sure it's in the right slot. It is. What the hell is going on? I eventually get mad. I'm just like, screw it. I'm going upstairs. I need to breathe for a minute. My phone's almost dead. I need to charge it so I have a light down here so I can actually see things. Come back down. Turn on the restart the router again. It works fine now. mess with the cord some more, unplug it, plug it back in, literally to the same slot my monitor works. I have literally no idea what I did, but now everything works fine.
The world hates you. That's what it is.
It was so irritating because I had no idea what I did wrong, and I have no idea what I did to fix it.
Oh, I need to show off my Christmas present.
Yeah, dude, show this thing off.
Give me
Yeah,
pop.
this thing is amazing.
So my wife, being the wonderful wife that she is, got me the Dragonite Build-A-Bear. This is Puff. Magic Dragon. He is adorable. He is my new desk mascot. He sits on the corner there by my monitor, where if I had a third monitor, it would be. My wife is great. She enables my hobbies and my addiction to Pokemon.
Same.
Which it's good. She enables Pokemon. She didn't like Magic. She hated Magic. She did not like any of that. She likes the fact that I can play my game and stay at home now. I ain't got to go anywhere. Oh. What else? I know we got a lot of projects coming down the pipeline.
We have a bunch of stuff that we're going to be working on in the next
probably
3 to 6 months.
Yeah, I'm about to say probably like half a year, 6 months, something like that. Because we want to do the website thing here soon.
Yep, I want to get a merch line going. Which, if there are memes from the show that you want to see, if just like
Big Egg,
recurring lines, just whatever it is, I'm probably going
to compile these things.
I'm going to probably create a channel on Discord for merch ideas.
Yeah,
and just like let people brainstorm what they want, and then go from there.
Yeah.
I know we had Tiff was talking about how now that she has access to her desk and everything, she can get stuff set up so she can start designing stuff for us if we need. I know you said Bearded Lemon reached out to you that his girlfriend,
significant other,
has an art degree in graphics design, so like they're willing to help us out. So
yeah.
Just got to actually pull the plug and get stuff working. So
we've also got some other event things coming up. Navier had a great idea about it's kind of like the ATX friendlies where it's a Monday, it's a weekly thing. It's something very similar to that. It's kind of like a mentor-mentoree kind of style thing for newer players. Which when we have more on that, we will share more on that. What else was there? There was another thing that we were working on.
I would really like to get a friendlies type league going up that like ATX does, just because I played in one of theirs a couple weeks back, and Jim's reached out to me last minute to see if I could fill in this last week, but I wasn't able to. But I mean, it's a ton of fun.
Yeah.
The big thing is having commentating crews that are able to do it, and having people who are capable of streaming. That's the other big thing, is having access to capture cards to be able to capture the image so we can actually stream it and commentate over it ourselves.
Yeah. Which, if we get it set up to that way, I can get my schedule worked around where we can do it on a Wednesday night or something weird like that. I wouldn't want to do it on Monday and take.
Oh no, not. I don't want to compete with them.
Exactly. No, I'd rather.
I would like to promote them. Yeah.
Yeah, go watch their stuff. I watch them every night. I may not talk about anything in the channels, but I go and watch them.
There's a good chance on Monday nights that you can find me in there for half an hour or so before I head to bed. It's usually when I fall asleep to watching.
Yeah.
I'll just put the stream on and go to sleep.
I'll watch usually the first two, and then I'm usually asleep by then. When Jeff was doing his VG stuff, I'd do the same thing. I'd put it on and go try and lay down in bed and try to fall asleep to that. Sometimes I'd cast it to the TV and watch it on there.
I've been doing a lot of that now that Tiff and I, we have a second TV in the house up in the living room besides just mine in the office that I use for my stuff. We now actually have a TV, and that's a lot of what I'll do is I'll be sitting in playing on my DS, playing on the Switch or whatever, and just watching stuff on TV.
Welcome to the real world where we do that all the time here.
Yeah, but see, normally when I did it, it was at my desk. So
yeah.
It's like,
so now you actually get to be a person.
I know, I get to do it on a couch. I get to move literally 20 feet from my office to the couch in the other room.
It's a much more comfortable location, too.
It's probably not even 20 feet. It's probably like 6.
Yeah, it's not even that far.
Especially now that I moved, it's even closer.
We're getting some other stuff lined up. We're gonna look at doing the whole friendly style mentor. It was like a coaching thing where like you sign up with a coach. The coach helps you build a team. Like you come in with an idea. The coach helps you build a team, and you play against other coach mentors kind of situation.
Yeah, basically,
it was a neat idea.
Yeah, you get like 5 to 10 minutes before you get not an open team sheet, but you get
the 6 and
you get the 6 and just say, okay, this is what we're anticipating. What can we lead to beat this, et cetera, et cetera. Actually talk it through with someone compared to
throw them in. Yeah.
So that might be something if we get enough people with capture cards and something that we can actually stream and just okay.
Here you go.
Have fun. Walk yourself through this process. What are we doing? Why did we do it?
If we had a way to spectate, it'd be so much better.
It really would. If we had a spectate mode and we could stream it from our Switch to our channel, that would be even better. But
yeah. Come on, Game Freak.
They're a small indie company. Yeah, I'm going to stop talking. I butchered it. Now it's not funny.
It's not funny anymore. Back to this PC3 talk. We need to figure out a team.
Yeah. I know
you mentioned something about Nihilego.
Nihilego, Mambo. Those are really sweet together.
Or you could be the bad guy and play Gigas.
Man, I really like Gigas. I really like the team that I played that Janssen in a couple weeks ago.
The Cole Gigas team?
It was sweet.
It feels more like a Cole team than a Gigas team, though. Like, Gigas and Weezing feel like they just got tacked on.
To be fair, on the team sheet, they were the first ones. So, really...
It doesn't make any difference. But, like that was the team where I wanted Water Urshifu instead of Dark Urshifu.
Yep. Which, that makes it a Cole team instead. I think with Dark Urshifu, it's fine. It's fine either way. It was a ton of fun to play.
Which, yeah, we could be the bad guy and play Gigas. Have Gigas lead, have Whimsicott Spectre lead, because they're going to, like, the only problem is we have to have a good way to deal with Dark Urshifu.
Yep.
We can put Togekiss on it.
Or Preem. So then we have water coverage too.
Yeah. Or any
fairy.
Or Feeny.
Feeny probably is actually the correct choice.
Probably better,
because then it prevents our Gigas from getting burned. If we do, like, Whimsicott. Yep. That's probably the solution.
You could probably get a Whimsicott to where Moonblast goes at Urshifu.
Oh yeah, you can. If Comfey can.
As long as it's not Sash, you could probably get it to where you'll do that all the time.
I'm doing the math as we speak.
I believe it doesn't take very much.
Probably not. Which majority of my Whimsicotts are max HP, max speed, or max special attack, max speed.
Yeah.
So let's see. We want Comfey. Has a base special attack of 82. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Comfey didn't need much investment to get there.
Oh, actually, Wims has a base special attack of 77.
Oh, we might actually need to be max special attack then.
So what does Comfey get to at? Was it modest 100?
Modest 100. Okay,
that's fine. Let's do math real quick. Modest 100. 126. So what does Wim need to get to 126?
At 77, we need to be modest. And
we actually don't need to be modest.
We don't need to be modest? We just max special attack?
228.
Yeah, pretty much max special attack. What if we were modest?
Modest over timid? Mm-hmm. I think for Comfey we need to be timid. 126. We need 140. Which is a nice round even number. I think for Wims, I would rather have max speed. I would rather be timid than modest than just
like timid gets us to 184.
Yep.
which notably is 1 point faster, or that was 2 points faster than Modest Spectrier, or something like that. I don't remember. There's some math there that's I've been doing. I found out a fun calc. Life Orb Max Quake from Spectrier Elko's Gigantamax Coal.
Actually, thinking about this, Tornadus is base 111. What does 111 speed at max get to?
183, I think. I remember.
I'm looking. 179. Yeah, we would have to be plus speed nature to outspeed them.
Mm-hmm. Oh, we're also using Moonblast and not Draining Kiss.
Oh, yeah, that makes a huge difference. I'm not pulling up the calculator.
Yeah, don't pull the calculator. It's almost what Moonblast is 90,
80,
and Draining Kiss is
40.
So it's double the power. So you need
half the special attack.
No, that's not how that works.
Carl, look, I don't know the damage formula, but that's how this works.
That's not how it works. Let me first stop you. That's not how that works. You probably only need probably only have to get to 100.
Pulling it up. You told me not to, and now I am. We want blank. Dark Urshifu.
I'm tired.
Stop it. It's nowhere near midnight yet, man. You got a long way to go before.
I was also up at 5 o'clock this morning.
Yeah, I slept until 6:30.
I had to go meet a truck.
Alright, so what's the calc? Is it max HP? Or is it max attack, max speed? Urshifu that we're worried about?
They're always max attack, max speed. They're never max HP.
So we'll put 4 points into HP. Just to say we have it.
Yep. Just shadow of a doubt. Just get rid of that.
And we'll do Moon Blast. And we'll be timid.
We blow it up, don't we?
We need 0 investment.
Yeah.
To almost one-shot Dynamax Urshifu.
Deal, yeah.
See, I told you, according to
what about Dazzling Gleam? Look up doubles and Dazzling Gleam.
Do we get Razzle Dazzle?
We get Razzle Dazzle. What about Razzle Dazzle?
Switch that to doubles. No! I hit back.
Oh, God.
That's fine.
Yeah, don't even worry about it.
It reset.
Yeah, don't even worry about it. Don't even worry about it. We're done with it.
Oh, well. I was going to say, according to this, Blizzard does 89% from Abomasnow to Abomasnow. Thanks, calculator.
Which is weird. It's a neutral hit.
Well, 75 to 89. I should specify.
That's a neutral hit. That's a lot.
Oh, it's also max special attack versus 4 special defense, 0 HP.
Oh.
And it's Abomasnow, so
abysmal defense. Got it.
85.
Yeah.
It's 85 special defense.
We're getting ready to play with restricted Pokemon, bud. That defense is nothing.
Carl, I don't think you understand. Oh, and doubles it does. That was the singles calculator. Doubles it does 66% at most. You're still guaranteed two-shotting opposing Abomasnows.
Have you seen what they've been doing on the Discord with randomizing their draft league teams?
Yes. I'm not allowing it.
No,
you're drafting.
You're drafting them. Yeah, no, I'm not doing this. You're gonna have to draft them.
It is fun just to see what it spits out.
There was one with Garbodor and Rayquaza, and a whole bunch of other nonsense. Our server's great,
dude. Our people are great. Mm-hmm. I can't stress that enough. Yeah, Rayquaza, Garbodor, Amoonguss, Charizard, AWAC, Drampa, Jellicent, Mandibuzz, Glossiflor, Shiinotic.
How do they beat a water type?
The team is garbage. And then one of them, Xerneas Alchemy, Single Strike Urshifu, Azumarill Mamoswine, Skarmory Nidoqueen, Gliscify Charjabug Hitmonlee.
Charge of Xerneas, go.
Bang.
I'm a Geomancy Power Herb, and I got Battery, and I'm gonna blow everything up.
Oh, man.
Are we done?
I don't know, man.
We've been rambling for like the last 20 minutes.
I feel like that's what half this episode is. I feel like that's what half our episodes are anyways. Rambling. Especially the last couple weeks where, like I said, we just haven't really had anything to talk about, so we just sit here and harass each other.
Which, next week's episode is going to be more on Draft League when we get to it. It's going to be more Draft League based, because that'll be getting ready to start up.
Yep. Probably not have drafts completed by that point.
No, it'll be... I would expect to have... I figured give everyone the week to plan their drafts.
Yep.
And try to hold drafts next week, because there's going to be 4 of them, and I'd like to be present for all of them if I can be. I know that's not going to be possible for all of them, but I'd like to have some of our either mods or us there present to help organize them.
Well, to be fair, you and I are going to have to be present at least one of them.
Yeah, you, me, Swede, and Jiggly are going to be probably the heads of each group.
Yeah, I know. Like obviously, Evan will also be involved.
If Evan does play, he'll be in one of them somewhere. But
Evan's probably going to be doing a lot of graphical work for us.
Yeah, he's going to be data numbers guy.
That's what we got Tim for. Hashtag Tim for mod.
I mean, it doesn't pay anything, Tim.
That's not true. That's not true at all. Sweet got his salary for the year. The other night he was streaming, and I had random bits.
Oh.
So he got his salary of 4 bits.
Nice. There you go. You can expect a 4-bit salary every year.
No, don't tell him that, because then the rest of them are going to want it.
That's nothing.
I don't have bits. I don't know where those came from.
You just watch an ad. I used to bit farm all the time for you.
Oh.
Yeah, I just sit there and watch ads. That. You sit there and watch ads on Twitch, and you can farm bits. I don't know if let's do it anymore, but that's what I used to do all the time.
To be fair, I have ad blocker, so they don't like it.
Yeah,
so I really don't know how I have them.
That's surprising then.
Might be from mobile.
Maybe
because I don't have an ad blocker on mobile.
No, you can't do the ad thing on mobile.
Oh well, never. I give up. I actually don't know now.
So the way it works is you go and watch. You specifically have to go and watch specific interactive ads to earn bits.
Lame.
You can earn anywhere from 5 to 75 or 100.
Oh dang!
It's random how it pays out depending on what ad you get.
Dang.
Yeah.
It's been a hot minute.
We need to start streaming again next year.
Man, I agree. We
got a lot of things we want to do, and we just can't find time to do.
That's the biggest thing. Is I just do not have enough time in the day between work and a social life and content creation.
If all we did was content creation, that'd be no problem.
Not making enough money to do that yet.
No, God, no.
Give it time, man.
We need to get to that 1,000 subscriber mark and 4,000 watch hours on YouTube, and then we can start thinking about doing stuff.
So, to everyone listening, tell a friend to tell a friend.
Yeah. Don't even have to watch our content. I don't even care. I just want to hit the subscriber mark.
Worst part is we're actually pretty close on the watch hours. That's the sad part.
We're about halfway, yeah. No, we're pretty close to halfway. We're over a quarter. We're at 164 subscribers right now.
It's not bad. Seeing how we started the year with 0.
See how we started in March with 0.
Like I said.
We haven't even gotten to a year yet. I'd like to hit 200 by the end of our first year. Be nice.
Man, we're going to have to start planning stuff for our anniversary, aren't we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whatever that is.
March something.
Maybe IRL events will be back in by then. Probably not.
Probably not. And if they are, I probably wouldn't be going.
Say vaccine's supposed to be out hopefully soon.
Yeah, I've heard people are getting them. Plus, we're supposed to be getting our Trump bucks again here soon.
Yeah. I don't know what I'm going to do with that. Probably just put it in savings.
Yeah, that's what we're going to do with
honestly.
ours. Throw it in savings. So who knows?
Are we done here? I think we're done.
I think we were done about 20 minutes ago.
That's real. Yeah, we were done a while ago.
All right, everyone. We're getting out of here for the week.
Thanks for listening to our ramble.
Seriously, from the deepest parts of our hearts, thank you for everything you all do for us throughout this last year. It has been amazing and wonderful and an absolute hell of a journey to get here to where we are. So seriously, thank you. If you're new, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. It really does help us out an absolute ton, as you've just heard, from the last 5 minutes or whatever. Ring the bell for notifications when new stuff goes live. Leave a like and leave a comment. You were asking about something.
What was it?
I don't know, man. That was like half an hour ago you said something.
Someone go back and rewind the episode and find it.
And then leave a comment down below saying what it was.
Yeah, whatever it was. Answer the question. There was a question.
Someone leave a comment of what the comment was.
It was the Dynamax record, adventure record.
Yeah.
Here's your records for how far you got.
Yeah, there we go. That's what it was. If you're not listening on YouTube, make sure you go over to our YouTube channel and get on all that and watch all that and our wonderful, fantastic content over there. Make sure you follow us on Twitter at LR Lessons, myself at Cardinal25, and Carl at musical_33. Carl and I are both on Twitch, as we've kind of mentioned a couple different times. I'm at Mr. Missouri25, Carl's at musical. We have a Discord server, as we've talked about basically every episode since we've started. That's always down in the description of the show as well. And I think that's it.
Yep. Oh, Team of the Week. We didn't even talk about Team of the Week.
Yeah, what are you playing this week?
I have no clue.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
I think I have a Weakness Policy Swampert lined up for next week.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
From MP.
So you're going to have to do a team deck tech before you start playing.
It's very straightforward on its face. You understand what it is when you see it. It won't be too terribly hard to figure it out. I also get to play with Crobat. That makes me happy. I've been wanting to play with Crobat.
Yeah, same. This is actually the first Crobat team I've seen.
I've been wanting to play with Crobat for a while because Absorb is an insane way to trigger policies.
Neat.
Yep. Plus Tailwind. We'll see how Heat Wave on it does. I think I'd rather have Air Slash, but we'll see how Heat Wave does. Yep.
Hey.
So look out for that one on Tuesday.
Yep, that'll be out tomorrow. Actually, tomorrow. Not today, tomorrow. Tomorrow.
Monday's tomorrow.
Yeah, there you go, that one. I know what I mean. So, yeah, that's it, everyone. Have a fantastic week. Have a fantastic, amazing 2021. And we'll be back.
Next year.
Yeah.
Next year.
For us, it'll be next year.
Yeah.
By then, they'll be next week.
It'll be already next year, but we'll be back.
All right, everyone. Have a good one. Peace.